secret to being a great storyteller? Hi, I'm Arvee Robinson. I'm the master speaker trainer, international speaker and author, but I'm also a professional storyteller. What does that mean? That means I've been paid and it means I've been trained to tell stories. And so I want to share with you the #1 secret on how you can learn how to be a great storyteller and how you can learn to be a great story seller, because it's story selling that really helps you in your presentation to get people to want to buy from you. You see, storytelling is invisible selling, so you don't have to work so hard at trying to convince people. So I want to share with you how I got started as a professional storyteller and then how it translates into my presentations that I did today. So think about where storytelling began. Storytelling began with what? Folk tales and tall tales. So some of my best and favorite books I brought right here today, the best loved folk tales. So what I'm saying is this: if you want to be a great storyteller, you need to go back to basics. Start reading folk tales. Start telling folk tales to your friends and family. It's really a lot of fun. And there's ready-to-made tales, which is another favorite one of mine. Grimm's Fairy Tales is a wonderful book. You probably heard many of these fairy tales when you were growing up. Well, can you imagine that if you can tell them just like that you read them, but actually tell them and do what I call story acting and kind of act them out, that's going to help you to develop the story selling skills that you need in your speech. It works. Again, this is how I got started years ago, and I still tell some folk tales today. So if you want to be a master storyteller, start with the basics. Start with folk tales, fairy tales, tall tales. Tell them to your friends. Practice. Look and see if you can't see the trend. Now, what I've developed from doing this is a story staircase. You see, every story in folk tale and tall tales and fairy tales have what? They have a hero and they have a villain. Well, guess what? In your professional story or your story with a lesson, you need to have the same thing. Now, the hero might be you, but it might be somebody else. It might be someone who's encouraged you or helped you along the way in your career. And the villain, well, the villain can be life. It could be corporate America. It could be many things. So when you share your story, think about that. Who is the hero? Who is the villain? Make sure that you have a strong character development. Make sure there's opposition, because there's always, in every folk tale, there's always opposition, right? The Wicked Witch put a spell on somebody and now they're stuck in a tree, or they're stuck as a bird or a lizard or whatever it might be. So there's always that opposition that you need to overcome. And then, of course, there's story resolution and wrap up, which brings you back today. It's so important to tell stories the right way, as if they're happening now, not as if they happened a year ago or 5 years ago, but bring your audiences along right with you. Let them take the journey with you. So again, you can learn how to be a master storyteller just by coming back to basics. So that's it for now. And if you'd like to learn more, I am having a free webinar coming up in a few days. Just click on the link that you see, Story Selling Summit, and I'll join you for that free webinar where you're going to learn more about how to master storytelling. All right, bye for now.